Hello everyone, my name is JustJames and welcome back to another episode of JustCraft. Today it is episode 8 and we are going to be starting things off in the villager district. I've been AFK over here for a while now and I want to see how much villagers our new automatic villager breeder has been producing. And it appears like it has been successful. We AFK'd over here for about 2 hours and let's see how many villagers we have. Roughly about 15, I'd say, about 15 villagers in there in total, and obviously this thing is going to keep on producing while we create the iron farm, which is what we're going to be doing in today's episode. First of all, we need to clear out a pretty decent area in this location over here for the iron farm. However, before we do that, I just want to mention that I have been hard at work digging out the area ready for when we need to install the creeper farm. And it goes right the way down to Y5. Now I'm thinking about removing some of the bedrock in this area so we can get even lower, potentially all the way down to Y0 without the use of bedrock in the way. So tell me what you guys think about that in the comments below. It appears some villagers have been escaping the holding cell, so maybe that's an issue that we need to look into, but I don't know. And now that everything has been deforested, we need to lower the level down by 4 blocks, flatten everything out, so that we can actually get the spawn platforms built in and so the iron golems don't go spawning on the ground. I also found this really cool wandering trader. I think this is one of the only ones that I've ever found with decent trades, and it's a bit expensive, but for blue ice, to say that blue ice is quite rare, that's quite cool. And then we've also got some slime balls, but I might keep him, I might not, I don't know at this moment in time. With the land all flattened out, we can now begin work on the actual farm itself. As you can see, it's all flattened out and it does need a bit of work on terraforming, but we'll do that when we come to decorate this district in a future episode. Now what I need to do is get up some screenshots and start building this thing up. We're going to have 4 spawning platforms and a villager in a minecart in the middle that will go around and scare the villagers. Now this is the design that Mumbo Jumbo's used in Hermitcraft Season 6, and also my good friend Opsceon, go check him out, his link will be in the description below. And it is a GnemBon design, so I'll link his video in the description below. So let's get right to it. This is the first spawning platform done, and this is what they should like for all 4 corners. So I'm going to get that done now. One thing I've just noticed is I forgot to screenshot the actual scare system, so I'm going to have to go back into the test world to do that. But as you can see, what should happen is the iron golems will spawn on these platforms and get shot down through the middle here, which is where we kill them. And this is what the place looks like with all 4 spawning pads in place, and I have to say this thing is looking quite cool. Now one thing I noticed as I was going around placing in these is that iron golems are going to spawn around this area out here. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they can. I might go into my testing world and test it out, but when I was testing, I put a platform about 2 meters away, 2 blocks away from this, and they couldn't spawn on it, so it might not be an issue. I'll test that out anyway just before we carry on and get the villagers in place. But now we actually need to build up the scare chamber and bring a zombie over here. I think I'm going to go for a husk because they don't burn in the day. So let's get that done. Another quick progress update. We now have the first of the villager holding cells. We've now got to build another 3 of these. 1 there, and 1 there. Alright, so as you can see, I've now got all of the holding cells for each of the villagers built in. And what I'm doing right now is just filling in where the zombie needs to go around. And I think this is what it should be looking like. So the zombie on these parts of the platform will go around a water stream that goes like that, and then it'll drop down onto a minecart track which shoots it up, and then goes round like that, and it carries on in this sort of system. So each one of these 4x3 platforms are going to look something like this, and then you're going to have a water stream there which pushes it on across there, and there will be, I think, a glass block right here, which is where the water will go, and then it'll stop here with a gate. So that is what each of these little platforms will look like. The zombie will fly off the top of here, he'll get put into here and flown down into the next part of the system. And then this is the second phase of the zombies movement, so it goes around like that, across here and down into this this minecart rail right here, and he'll drop back down into another one of these systems, and we need to do this 4 times and put slabs across the top of them all so that zombie doesn't burn to death. Right, so the iron farm is all built up, and how cool does this look? These things always look really cool, but now the stressful part comes in of trying to get the villagers into each of their cells and getting a zombie up there. I think the zombie bit will be probably easier than getting the villagers in, which is something I thought I wouldn't say. And then we also need to get the kill systems set up, so I'm going to get the villagers in, then I'll do the kill systems, and then I'll get the zombie in. Alright, on inspection of the villager breeder, we have a bit of a problem, and it should be able to be fixed, but it's what I expected to happen, if I'm honest. One of the vines from the tree grew down into the center block right here, and the villagers climbed out of the cells during the daytime. That meant that a baby got onto here and grew up, and that's why there was a villager roaming around earlier. Now, hopefully, what I'm going to hope is going to happen is these 2 guys go to bed, and then they wake up back in the middle of the cell. Gabe's still fine. He hasn't experienced any escapings. I think these vines should be okay. Yeah, it's not the best situation to have, but they can't exactly go anywhere, which is good. So they should hopefully just stay up there. Now, the way I think I'm going to do this is I'm going to rail 3 villagers up here at a time, and then when it comes night, hopefully they should just pathfind into these beds. And I can take this down and I can repeat for the rest of these. I think that's going to be the easiest way to go about doing this. So the first villager is on his way up. Hopefully he has fallen into where I want him to go. Yep, and if I just break this. Yeah, he's gone into that bed, which means he should wake up there if we can get the rest of them up here in time. This should be the last one for the holding cells. Let me just send him up. There he goes. And hopefully all 3 of these guys should be in place. Yep. Now that's the first cell that's been built up. I need to get rid of these, and hopefully if I've done everything correct, these guys should wake up on that fletching table right there. So progress update, we've got 3 villagers in there, 3 villagers in there. We need to get another 3 in there and in there, and in this little box here we have a zombie ready to be put in. Now we need to name tag this guy so he doesn't despawn, so I'm going to go quickly do now. And as suggested by my good friend Taylor, we're going to call him Beat. Make sure you subscribe to him. He will be linked in the description below. Also, for anyone wondering, yes, B is a reference to the man, the myth, the legend, Beetlejuice. Alright, now we've got the 3rd one in, and we've got 1 more to do, and then we can get the zombie in when it turns night. This guy should be the last one, so we have all 3 in. Yep, there we go. So these guys are now all in. All we need to do is get rid of this big, dirty grass box that I've decided to place them in, and then what we need to do is get the kill system in place for the iron golems, because we don't want the zombie scaring them with no killing chamber for the golems. So these are the killing chambers right here. Hopefully them signs don't set on fire, and I don't think them fences should. I think they're just out of reach of the lava. But basically these will kill the iron golem but collect the drops, and it should all end up in here. And we need to do this on all of the sides. As you can see, I've built like a little underground area for me to run through to collect my iron when I need it. So I'm going to quickly go around and fill in all of the killing mechanisms. And with this lava bucket right here and these 4 pieces of glass, that should be everything we need. Now we can finally get the zombie in and start producing iron. Right, so the system is set. I'm going to take him up here. Hopefully it should zoom round and clip onto that rail. So let's give this a try. If I just put that right there, and then B, if you wouldn't mind. It's not what I want to happen. That's already not the best thing. If I do that and then get rid of that block and place in place, and then hopefully a bit of a nudge. Give him a bit of a nudge. Has it worked? He's in! He's in! He's in! We should start seeing iron golems beginning to spawn if this thing is right. Yeah, there we go. There's his first guy. He's already in there. He should be travelling around. Now what we need to do is get rid of this dirt track as quickly as possible so that we don't get any iron golems spawning on here. Yes, here we go. Iron golems are already spawning in. This thing is gonna produce so much iron for us if we just zoom on up. Let's have a look from up here. Them guys are getting scared, which is good. Yeah, we've got one there, and then hopefully let's see one spawn over there. Yes, there we go. Alright, this thing is producing. Let's go see how much we've already managed to gather up. I don't expect it to be too much. We've got 7 pieces of ingots there, none in there, 3 roses and 8 pieces there. This thing has been active for a grand total of like 20 seconds and we've already got roughly half a stack. This thing is going to produce us for the rest of the series. But anyway guys, I think I'm going to go AFK here for a few hours, maybe overnight, and I'll come back in the morning. Alright, it is now the next day. I've been AFK over here for about 12 hours. And let's see how much drops we have got. I'm going to predict we've got 2.5 double chests. Alright, maybe we've got more then, because that's already half a double chest. Alright, well, this has produced a lot more than I thought it would. Wow, that's already 2, so it's like that might be like 6 double chests worth of iron. Well then, we're gonna have to make a bigger storage system than this. To make a new storage system for the iron farm, we are going to need some ice, so I'm back over at the ender fixing up our tools so that we can get the ice with the silk touch pickaxe. While I'm here, I'm also going to collect the dragon egg, so what we're going to do is we're going to dig down underneath it, place a torch, and boom, there we go. We have travelled about 4,000 blocks in this direction just so we can get to the ice spike. So we're going to quickly build up a nether portal here. In fact, I'm going to put this in the snow because that's annoying me. And then we're going to gather up some ice and take it back towards the iron farm. And mining ice has got to be one of the most satisfying things on this game. On my way back, I had to travel through a jungle, and I've just found this Aztec ruin type thing. So we're going to see if we can get anything good from it. Alright, so we've got some gold. Nothing else is too exciting there. Got just some more gold. Well, that were disappointing. Alright, so this is the system that I've got going right here. So these droppers are going to be filled up with the iron, as you can see right here. And they're going to get shot down these water streams and through here, through all these different water lakes and stuff, up this water chute into a storage system up top. But we need to do the redstone for these droppers before we can get these last few water lines in place. Anyway, to continue with this, we need to do a system like this. So we need to put another block right there, and then we need to put a piece of redstone there and a piece of redstone there. Oh wait, no, I think the repeater needs to go, hold on a minute, I've done this wrong. The repeater needs to go there, and then that block needs to go there. There we go. And then if we get a bucket and like this, they should all fly that way. It seems to be separating them out into both of them, and then hopefully eventually it goes into the middle. But what happens is it overshoots a bit, but then it flows back and then it goes up. So if I show you how it works, we need to do this on all of the sides. Then it goes round, slips around the side, and then it shoots a bit, but then it comes back, and then goes across, and then does what I showed you it does, and then eventually it'll shoot back up. And now we've got to do that on all the other sides, so I've actually got to go around and replace this ice with other blocks, because the ice gives it too much momentum, and then fill in all the redstone. Kept clogging up in these areas here, and I've been scratching my head for a good 30 minutes now. I decided to put some stairs there, remove some of the blue ice going around it, and Yeah, it all seems to be making its way up, but if we actually join them by going up here, we can see how much iron we have got, and this is out of 3 of the double chests, so that's a bit there. There's also a bit up there, well, a bit more than a bit. There's some in there, in here as well, in there, in there, and in there. These middle ones don't seem to be getting filled, which is a bit odd. There's one in the bottom there, and we've also got quite a big amount of bone meal being produced. This won't be his main source, obviously, but we do need a bit of bone meal. So I thought we might as well put the poppies to good use. See, every now and again, there seems to be an occasional clog, and I don't know why that is. Like, when I throw them in manually, obviously, because I've not got enough... Maybe I put, maybe, like, one more blue ice in, one more packed ice in. See, that has full blue ice, so I don't know what the problem is there. Yeah, nothing should be getting caught up anymore. I think three bits of blue ice is enough to get it to go over there and then bounce back. If there's one, it won't even get over the stone stair for some reason. But now we need to do that to the rest of them. Alright, so this time I think I finally found the solution to the problem. And I think it's the fact that we had so many different water streams. So these ones coming from this side that had to turn multiple corners didn't quite have enough momentum. And then the ones coming from there straight to the middle had too much momentum. So what I've done to try and counteract that is put a stair and a slab and give it a few blocks to sort of slow down and then shoot up. And I noticed that these ones were the ones that were getting stuck. So I'm going to put these going in directly on the side. I've got to do a whole lot of rejigging and a lot of reconfiguration. Apparently I didn't fix it in the last clip, but this time I'm pretty sure I've got it 100%. So I've moved the water streams around so that they're now in the middle facing it and there's not a load of random mess everywhere. We've also got these slabs which don't allow this water to carry on through, and then we've got this stair there, not a brick stair, just a normal cobblestone stair there, which allows the items to run through the little gap, drop off the lip, and then into the water stream right there. Hopefully I've prevented as much loss as I can. I still think we might get a little bit, but I don't know there's much else I can do about that. Now, we've still got quite a bit of redstone to do, so I'm going to have to do that. Right, I think I have finally fixed this. The actual problem was that this wasn't working for some reason. For some reason, some of the water source blocks decided they're not going to be source blocks anymore. I also added some slabs under there that waterlogged them, which helped slow the items down, and these water sources push them all the way to the point where they can go up. Now, I think this works. As you can see, we've got no items here anymore. But I'm going to give it a bit of a test. We've got quite a few items in his inventory that we can test this with. So I'm going to throw all these poppies in, and I'm going to hope that none of these get stuck. See, you see that went up there. So if I throw these over here into this stream right here, and we should see them start flying up there. And that didn't look like them all, but I'll know once I go down here if any got stuck in there. Nope. So it seems like this system now works. This has took me longer than I care to imagine. I actually wanted this video to be up within the next 15 minutes, but it looks like it's going to be up either tonight or tomorrow night. But yeah, I've had enough. I've played this game. This has took me 5 hours. I'm ashamed to say that such a simple system has took me 5 hours. We can go have a look at how much iron this thing has produced now in total. Now that, well, I think we've lost a few stacks, but it just makes it so we've got larger storage area. Let's see how much we actually have gathered. But yeah, we can have a look how much we've made. So right here, I've already turned some of them into iron blocks. Some there. And then, for some reason, I think it's the water stream above. It's too fast, so it's still spread out a little bit, but we've got quite a lot in here. You don't seem to go in the middle, though. That's how much we've got. Might put them all into these chests and see exactly how much we've got. So, we've got this much. We've also got all these blocks of iron, so obviously each one of these would have been 9 stacks, so that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. That would have been 2 double chests and 9 rows, I think. So that's quite a lot, and then we've also got some up here. So basically this thing, if none of these were blocks of iron, would be filled to these 3 and probably a bit in that one as well. So that's really good actually. Now I'm going to go test this thing one more time. I have mad trust issues with this because this system has been the biggest pain in the backside. Looks like it's still a little bit of an issue, but it shouldn't be something I can't sort off camera, but I've had enough for today, so I'm going to go off and edit this video, so I'll catch you all later. Okay, so I have finally managed to fully fix the system. I've been AFK overnight. Last night after I finished recording, I hopped onto a creative test world, did some testing, and came up with a solution, built it up, and went AFK over tonight just to test. And I'm glad to tell you I have about 6 double chests of iron at the top. So basically we have these dispensers here which shoot it out, as you saw me build previously, and then if we follow these water streams down through to the big main water column in the middle, as you can see, well, we've got some cats being stuck in the middle, but if I dig through here, as you can see, there's a hopper here which picks up all the iron that flows through. There's a dispenser right there, or a dropper, I'm not sure which one. And then underneath all of this, there is redstone being produced. I can't actually show it here because I don't have my pickaxe. Let me go grab that now. But yeah, like I was saying, we've got redstone running along here to help pick up all the items and dispense them. So it's the exact same system as it is over at the actual pickup systems. And there's nothing that gets trapped. It's a fully flawless system. So as you can see, if I throw... I'll throw them here so you can see better. So 1, 2, 3, 4... and everything gets shot up, and the system works amazingly. But anyway guys, thank you all very much for watching this episode. I do realise these last 10 minutes have been a bit hectic, but yeah, we finally got an iron farm built up, and we can start work on one of the main projects in a future episode soon to come that I've need quite a lot of this iron for. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy content like this, then please consider subscribing, because I post Minecraft videos 3 times a week. And if you've liked what you've seen today, then please make sure you give it a like. But anyway, my name's been JustJames, and I'll see you all later. Bye.